Where you are right now is perfect, and sometimes we have to learn how to surrender into that and release the need to control every outcome, as well as the need to know exactly why things are the way they are. This universe is so divinely orchestrated, and when we tap into our heart space and we ground ourselves and we get out of sort of that mental clutter, we can feel into the beauty and the synchronicity of every moment. And even the most mundane moments serve a purpose. But our ego gets involved and wants to understand every single step that we're taking. And so when we're in a place that we don't want to be, when we're in a negative situation, when we're in the throes of, say, a dark night of the soul, consciously we're in resistance to that. But our soul understands the divine purpose and divine reason of why we're going through that experience. And so when we're navigating our spiritual journey through our ego, it's not going to make any sense. But when we surrender that and we tap into our heart space, and again, we ground ourselves and really start to surrender to the flow, eventually we see why each event had to play out. Eventually we see why we were stuck for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. It served a purpose. In the moment, it probably didn't, right? Because in the moment of us suffering and in pain, none of us want to believe that we should have to be going through that. But every single moment, no matter where you are right now, whatever you're experiencing right now, and you probably clicked on this video because you're not where you want to be, right? And this is a reminder that it's time to open yourself up to a new perspective, because most likely you're in resistance to that situation right now because you're in your ego and you're in your mind, which is completely natural, and that's how most of us are. But this is the key to spirituality, is really surrendering back to the heart and the soul and allowing that to begin to lead our lives. Because if you notice, when we allow our ego to lead our lives, it creates chaos, it creates wreckage, it creates dark night of the souls. And so every time we crumble or we have disastrous things happen to us, it offers us a chance to connect back to the soul. Because that's really why we're here, is, we come into this physical world, we experience the duality of things, and this journey is not easy. But these dualistic experiences offer so much growth, and through that growth offer so much divine wisdom. And so you'll get to a point where you have experienced so much and you have grown so much and you have learned so much that you have so much wisdom to offer, and you have so much divine guidance that you can provide for yourself, but also for others, and really serve on a deeper level. We came here to experience ourselves in physical form, and with that comes, yes, the material world, but also the spiritual world, and it's the blending of these two. But often we become lost in just the material world. So I'm someone who believes that it is important that we don't neglect one or the other. And I think that often when we get on the spiritual path, we completely shut out the material world, which really doesn't make a lot of sense, because we are physical beings. So yes, we have a soul, but we're in a physical body. So to neglect or deny the physicality of things, to me personally, doesn't make sense. It's really a blending of both and really finding that harmony and that balance. And once I discovered this for myself, this is mainly the reason why I created the spiritual toolkit, right? It's about coming into alignment with self, learning about energy, learning about duality, and then from a physical perspective, learning how to manifest from a conscious place. So everything that I have learned on my journey so far, I have put into this toolkit for those of you who are maybe new or who are maybe kind of confused. Maybe you're going through a dark night of the soul. Maybe you're lost. Maybe you have been, sent into your ego completely and you don't see a way out of it, right? And you're trying to find that balance of being connected to your soul, being connected to your spiritual path, but also being able to live and thrive in the physical world. And I do believe that it's a balance of two. If you guys are interested in the spiritual toolkit, it will be in the description box down below. But the other point I wanted to make is this: nothing is permanent. So if you're at a point in time where you are suffering or you are not experiencing the reality that you want, understand that from this moment to this moment right now, so much has shifted and changed energetically and vibrationally, and things are always going to be changing and shifting and evolving. And so nothing in this physical world is stagnant. And when we understand that, we also realize that life moves in cycles. We're going to have highs and we're going to have lows. And when we are in a low place, it's important to just relax, surrender, let go, and allow for the journey to unfold. Eventually, you will be back on a high and you'll see things from that higher perspective and understand why you had to be in that low place. Right now, you don't see it. Again, your ego is trying to understand, and releasing that need to understand is going to help you surrender and come back into alignment with your higher self and thus ride that higher wave. And the key to remember is that every single person on this earth, whether they are just starting out in the spiritual path or a master, has their challenges, right? That's the whole point of life. We can't grow and we can't evolve if we don't experience those challenges that help us to expand. So it all serves a divine purpose, and when you can begin to see it from that way, your life is really going to start to feel more free and more liberating. So I hope that this video today was helpful for you guys. If it was, be sure to give me a thumbs up, go down below, subscribe, hit the bell to get my notifications. If you guys are interested in the spiritual toolkit, the information will be down below. I also want to offer you access to the 6-week program. So this is the divine coaching program where I work with you one-on-one on your specific area of concern, and we look at reprogramming the subconscious mind as well as implementing spiritual practices that can allow you to come into alignment with what it is that you truly want and deserve. So if that interests you, the link will be down below, but I'm sending you guys absolute love and light, and I'll see you soon. Take care.